Hey lads and ladies, I'm the Jawesome one, and I'm here to tell you all you're a bunch of fools. You have all been deceived by yourselves and by the system. Because on one of my recent videos talking about a particular mod that I use in the Hypixel Skyblock server, and this mod is known as the Schematica mod, a lot of you guys have been claiming, falsely, that the Schematica mod is illegal and that we're not allowed to use it. Well, I need to make a video clarifying this because I have the information that I need, and I'm going to prove it to you on here, that in fact the Schematica mod is allowed, and I'm also going to explain why some of you guys got the impression that the Schematica mod isn't allowed. So, here we go. Allowed modifications. I'm going to read to you what the rules are for what is allowed and what isn't. Minecraft mods are part of the Minecraft experience for many players, ranging from small performance and visual improvements to gameplay altering ones. And this is the kind of general guideline here, is that anything that works on the client side for just improving the performance, improving the FPS, improving the rendering speeds and stuff like that, those are allowed. So are aesthetic modifications, just as long as it doesn't allow you to do things like changing perspective or changing the properties of blocks, such as changing transparent blocks to becoming non-transparent and vice versa. So yeah, things like resource packs are allowed, but if you downloaded, say, a resource pack that suddenly made everything see-through, then there would be a problem, right? Because that kind of makes it a little bit too easy for somebody to, say, find where all the fairy souls are located. So I think that's a fair rule. And, well, I mean, it is the rule. So, yeah. Cosmetic HUD, as in, HUD modifications. Modifications which alter the look and feel of the game without adding extra information that would normally be unavailable. So, yeah, if I added in a HUD, for example, that told us all the status effects by looking at a monster, like all of its HP and how much damage it does and how much armor it has, well, that obviously would go against the rules. But if it was something like, say, maybe it helps you to, I don't know, mess with your inventory somehow or affects your mini-map. No, I'm sorry. For example, HUDs that add, HUDs that add armor and status effects, which are available already, are permitted. But then, if you give yourself a mini map, or if you're able to look at other people's health and armor, distance, range, and stuff like that, that's obviously not allowed. And then modifications which alter the brightness and gamma settings, allowing you to see in darker areas. So yeah, that's actually allowed. So disallowed modifications, just kind of a rule of thumb. It's not actually anything very specific. If a modification does not fit clearly into any of the allowed modification categories, it should be assumed to be disallowed. The allowed modifications, again, they allow things like armor and effect status, things that display yes. Animations mods, as long as they are purely cosmetic and don't do things like change your hitboxes or anything like that. Client optimization, gameplay recording, shadings, clients and mod packs. And of course, there is a deal here. See, full description for examples for special mod packs. And basically, it's just saying like, hey, you're allowed to do whatever, just make sure that there aren't any special parts of the mod pack that break the rule. So one of these mod packs is the Schematica mod, and that's what makes this so important. But yeah, modifications which are not single mods in themselves, but rather a collection of several useful modifications. And there are versions of the Schematica mod that are in and of themselves mod packs that contain one or two different useful versions, different useful things that you can do with them. I believe the version I have is a mod pack. I'm not entirely sure what all it contains, but I know that I am not breaking any rules with the version I'm using. And the reason is simply because of this. The Schematica mod is purely visual. It doesn't change any of the properties of the blocks. It doesn't really change the gameplay directly. It simply puts up a blueprint that makes it easier for you to figure out where things go. And that doesn't break the rules. It doesn't violate any of the rules. It doesn't change the properties of any of the blocks to being invisible. It doesn't change any of the already existing blocks into becoming visible. It just simply changes. It just simply puts like a fake. It's really hard to defend this, but basically, that's all you need to know. There is that it's allowed because it doesn't change what's already here. It doesn't change what's already there. It just simply adds in more fake blocks for the purpose of helping you to design a particular blueprint. And that's why it doesn't violate the rules. However, there is one specific aspect of it as a mod pack which does violate the rule. And this was pointed out to me by a good friend in my Discord, and I'm going to highlight that out for you. Now, obviously, I do have this set up so you can't see what anybody's like full names are and everything like that. But this guy Bans here on my Discord server. So he says, "Is there any way you could share your schematic file? Just found your video." And at the time, I wasn't actually able to answer him because I was busy doing stuff. But he found out, he actually went and did his own research. He found out that there is a printer part of the Schematica that will automatically add blocks for the Schematica, and this is why it's banned. This is why people are saying it's banned. A lot of people think that because of the printer part of the Schematica, the whole thing is banned. Well, no. As long as you never use the printer part of the Schematica mod, you're good. And neither me nor Extreme have used it, because Extreme is a very smart boy and he knows not to do that shit. And same for me, because I am obviously super intelligent. Not because I didn't know that this existed. No. Because obviously I did know, and I just didn't use it, because I have big brain. Me smart. It's an instant watchdog ban, so using everything else is fine. That explains everything. I'm going to make a quick video about that thanks to your advice. So, yeah. So there are a few disabled mods. The following mods are disabled in the server, such as waypoints and minimap. So it looks like they do have a list for certain mods, but they're not really specifically building it because honestly that would take forever. And if they tried to stay on top of that, well, people could just build more mods and then they'd have to stay on top of that, and it would just be annoying. So it's just better to have the bot automatically detect and remove that stuff. Some people actually are able to get around that bot, though, I've noticed. Sometimes whenever I'm playing and I'm just running around, I'll sometimes see this guy who kind of floats around me like a ghost. He's just sort of teleporting all over the place. And he doesn't really do anything. He just sort of hovers around. It's really, really weird. Sometimes I think it may be just one of the moderators or something. But yeah. Minecraft debug tool that's built into Minecraft, not a modification. So yeah, that's okay. And there you go. I believe is that the actual end of this? Is that everything? Yeah. There you go. That's all I wanted to share you guys with it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, screw you guys. You guys are spreading misinformation. I have to come clear and let you guys know. You're wrong. You're all wrong. You're all fools. Alright, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.